Hello everyone. So now we are going to learn about CAED, that is nothing but our computer aided engineering drawing. So this is the most easiest subject which you will have in your engineering career. So usually you will be having this either in your first sem or second sem. It will be one in first year itself. So if you don't have CAD in your first sem, obviously you will be having that in your second sem. So CAD consists of different types of topics in this. So initially we start with a point, just a dot. Okay, so how the points are represented, and then we have lines. So how the line is away from water. So before starting, just let me tell you that points and lines I am not going to teach that. Why? Because in your examinations, 90 or 99% of the times, you will have your first question as first A will be your points and first B will be your lines. With that same question, you will be having an OR option, which is nothing but your completely planes. So you will have planes for complete 20 or 15 marks, and but your lines and points together will be of that mark. So it's better to like ignore points and lines and concentrate more on your planes. So coming to planes, first let me tell you the logic or concept behind this. So as you can see this, this is just a scale, right? So I didn't get a square object, so I will be explaining you with this rectangular object itself. So the shape of the scale is rectangle. Now as you can see, so what you can see here, the shape of this rectangle. So this we call as front view. From front of our eyes, how does it look? Okay, so front of our eyes, the scale looks like this. Now there is another view, that is nothing but a side view. Okay, so I think this all you should be knowing from your lectures. That's why you have come here in YouTube to learn about CAD. So but let me just tell you again. So this view, the way you are seeing this scale, is called as front view. Now this is the side of the scale, right? Now if you see from this side, you can see it's only a line. Okay, so this line we will say as side view. Okay, or else in more precisely, now how this, it will be placed like this on this line. Okay, this scale, it will be placed like this on this line. So this is my front view. I say this as my front view now. Okay, why? Because in camera it's like this, but usually it is placed on a table or desk. Okay, suppose this is a table. Now for you it will be like this, right? So if I place this scale like this, so this will be my front view now. So if I turn this, now this becomes top, right? So in the same way, now my scale is placed like this. So this will be your side view or front view. Now if you want to see from the top, from this side, okay, if you want to see from this side, that is nothing but top. So that will be like this. Okay, so I cannot turn my camera and show like that in a 3D way or some animation. Just understand like that. So what they usually say now, so they say they all usually call a plane or lamina. So this thing they will call as the plane or lamina. So whenever they say plane or lamina, just understand it's from plane topic. So now what they will say, first what they say is plane is resting like this. So they will say one thing. So now see here, this is sides. Okay, this is side, but this sharp point is your corner. Always remember, this is your corner and this all is your, these four sides are sides, and you have four corners. Either it will rest on this side like this, okay, or else it will rest on this corner like this. Okay, understanding? So either it will rest on this corner or it will rest on this side. So what they will say, usually first they will say, let me consider first with side, then I will explain with edge. So they say a rectangular lamina, nothing but the scale. So they might give some other dimensions. So this here, from here it's 15 and here it's like 2.5, I guess. So just let us just ignore that, we will see one example later. So see here, so they say a rectangular lamina is resting on its edge on VP. Okay, so this vertical plane. Anyhow, they whatever, if it is resting, it always is resting from here itself. So any plane. So now what they say, it's resting like this. Okay, here from its edge, and it is 45 or some degree. Usually the most of the questions they ask 45 degree itself to HP, which means it is like this 45. Okay, like this 45. Now the interesting thing is to VP, it is suppose it is all like 30 degrees. So which means it will come like this. Okay, let me just show you again like this. So it is like this first, right? First it will go up like this, then it will turn like this. Understanding? So if I show you, so see here, from the top it is like this. From side when you see, what they say, first it will turn like this, then it will twist like this. Okay, from the top if I show you, it will go up like this, then it will turn like this. Understanding? This base is still fixed here. That's what your CAD is. You just have to see when the angle, when the object moves like this or like this, how it is. So now, whereas if I see for solid, so this is one rectangular shape eraser. Now they will say a solid. Okay, this they call as solid. Now see here, suppose this is my front view. Okay, now see for you also this is the front view. Okay, the side view or front view is the same. So what's the shape of this? It is rectangle now. But if you see from the top, it's just a square. So this is my top view. This is front or side view. This is top view. So now how they will ask? It will be placed like this. Now this thing they say it's resting on one of its edges. Now it will it is inclined to HP with some 45 degree or 30 degree, which means it is inclined like this for 45 degree. Okay, then what they will say, 2 HP something, so it will get up, rise up like this. So if I have to show you, so this is the line, first like this, then it will turn like this. Okay, so here also if you can see, this is a circle. Okay, from side if you see, it will be a rectangle shape, but if you see from the top, it is a circle. Okay, so in plane it will be a line. Side view for all the planes are always a line. Okay, if you consider a plane, right, suppose this is also a plane, so side view is always a line. Only the top view it will be the actual shape. So for a lamina, suppose this was not a solid, it was just a circular sheet, so side view it will be only just a paper, right, it won't be something else. Okay, so the same way top view is a circle, but side view for this is rectangle. Suppose this was a lamina, like you can see here. So see here, this is one rectangle, right, side view is just a line. That's what we will be seeing, and we all have different thickness of the line. Suppose I have drew this line, it has some different thickness. If I draw the visible lines, it has some other difference, I mean thickness, and some extending lines also are there, it has different dimensions. Okay, so I hope you understood this basic law or concept in this for solids and planes. I will explain about isometric and development in the next video. So let us see with one example now. So as you can see here, I have taken a book in which a question is written, a square lamina of 40 mm side. So see here, a square means it will have same sides. Okay, all the sides are equal in a square. So all the sides are 40 mm. 40 mm nothing but your 4 centimeter and nothing but your 4 boxes. Okay, and rests on one of its sides. So see, they have said sides. Okay, suppose this was my squares, for example. So this is my side, this straight lines. Okay, if they had said corners, no, it will be this. See, edges and sides are same. Okay, edges will come in your solids. In planes, it will have always have sides. Okay, so side or edge both are same. So this is your side or edge. Only this is your corner, the pointy edge. Okay, so what they are saying, rests on HP. Okay, the lamina makes 30 angle to HP, and the side of which it rests makes 45 degree to VP. Draw its projection. So what they said, to HP it makes, so just let me write for reference, to HP it makes 30. Am I right? Just let me cross check. Yeah, it's 30 degree to what is HP, and then 45 degree to VP. Okay, so now let us see how it's done. So every time the one main thing, first what you have to do, you have to show the lines. Okay, so this is my XY line, so I have to write X here and Y here, and always forget about lines and planes. In lines and planes, the HP and VP will differ. Sometimes the HP will be above or sometimes it will be down, but always remember from planes, what is that, solids, development, isometric, it's fixed. Okay, so you will have your VP on the top, so you will have your VP always here and your HP always here. So this is my X, let me write, and this is my Y. Okay, so this is my XY line. So it usually has 0.35 mm or something like that thickness. Okay, so let me draw my square now. So what he said, 4, right, 40 mm. So see, usually you need is a side, HP angle, VP angle. Okay, so this is the only 3 things you need to know in your CAD drawing. So see, now let me first okay, so now I have to do the side view first. If I take this as a reference, so what he said, Suppose this is 40 40 40 40, so it's resting on this line like this. So this is I mean a solid object, so don't go with the lines. Suppose this is only a paper. Now see here, only a line, right? So it will be line like this, so it's resting like this. So what you have to do, you have to just pull a 4 mm line like this. Okay, so let me do that first. 1 2 3 4. Okay, yeah, this pencil should give more dark view. I hope you can see that thick line over here. So see here, now this line is my square lamina which is resting on its side. Since it's resting on its side, it's just a line. Okay, this is the side view, or you can say front view. Now I have to see the top view like this. So this was the side view over, now top view. How to do that? It's very simple. Just you have to bring these lines down. Okay, to some particular line, just bring it down like this, and then you see here. Okay, so just make 4 lines. So whatever lines are visible, let me just finish this, I will tell you about that. So see here, these lines over here from here to here, that shouldn't be thick. Okay, only your visible things, visible edges. Okay, visible edges should be thick. When we do solids, we will understand that more better. Okay, so you have to give your projection. So see here, let me say this edge is A. Okay, so my A, if I starts from here, A, B, C and D. So here if you see from this side, okay, suppose this was my lamina, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. If I see like this, I cannot see these two, right? I can see only these 2 edges. Understood? Only these 2 are visible, these 2 are not visible. So what I will do, I will write A here, in the bracket I will write D, and I will write B here, in the bracket I will write C. Understood? So since it's not visible, so I will write in the bracket. If it was not, and yeah, whatever notations you give, below the line it's only A. If you are doing above the line, you will have dash. Okay, it's very simple. Below the xy line, it's always only A, B, C, D. Above the xy line, it will be having dashes. Okay, so the not visible edges or corners are written inside the bracket, which are visible, it's written outside the bracket. Don't get confused. It's A in the bracket, D dash, A dash in the bracket, D dash, here B dash in the bracket, C dash. Over. The first stage is over. Now what it says now, so now we need the this protractor now. So now see here what it says, we it is inclined 30 degree to BP, right? So now what you do, just select one point. Okay, I took this point, so keep your protractor over there perfectly and just measure 30 degree. So my 30 is here, it will come here. Okay, here. Now what you have to do, small thin line, just a long line, just do it. Then okay, I took a point, from that point I took 30 degree and just drew one line. Okay, I drew a line. Now what you have to do, take your compass from this exact point to this point. You can see that. Let me just, I will show you. Okay, you can see, you are able to see, right? So like this perfect distance, just measure, keep here on this point and cut it. See what I did, I kept on this point. Okay, I measured this, kept here one arc. Okay, so usually, and yeah, this excessive line I will just erase, because we don't need that extra lines and all. When I was studying, my teacher used to deduct marks only for that extra lines also. So it's better not to have any extra lines. So be careful here. Okay, so I got it over here. Let me just make it dark. Why? Because it's visible line, right? It's not dark over here. So this thing is nothing but it's like, it was like this, right? So now it is like this. Understood? It was like this, now it is like this. It would be much easier if you were all like students in front of me in a classroom. I would have explained you more practically, but in this it's the best way I can explain. So see, it's like this. So you cannot see, right? It's only a line. If it goes up like this, it has went up like this. Then it will turn like this. Anyways, let us continue. So now what you have to do, the next step. So you have to mention the angle over here, okay? 30 degree, right? And now let us do the same notation, a dash in the bracket d dash, okay? Here what was the notation? Here it was b dash in the bracket c dash. Now what I will do, I will bring the lines, projection lines, okay, down. If I am pronouncing the names wrong, just ignore it, okay? So see here, it's not exactly on the center, it's like a point right to the center. So make sure you don't put lines on the center line, okay? It won't come on the center line. Now see here, what I did after taking 30 degree, I measured this and put an arc here. So now the lines will come down. Then what I will do, from this edges I will just extend the line, okay? You might not be able to see the lines because it's too light, but anyhow I am showing you, right? So from here to here, here to here, okay? Now whichever the, see now how to place notations here, simple. Your A is here and your A is here, just come like this. Where it will intersect, that's your A. B is here and your B dash is here, so just come like this. It's instantly like that. So anyhow it's the same, so it will come like this itself. Now let me just make it dark wherever it's visible. Let me use a 8B pencil. Oh, it's too dark. Anyways, but you don't try this 8B pencils. Why? Because it spreads a lot. So by mistake, if I do like this, so it will spread. So it's, yeah, it's 8B pencil. So now you can see here, right? Now see here, the dimension, like the size, now it has reduced, right? See now how y means, your rectangle is like this. When this goes up, okay, now see here, I will keep this pencil here. So my pencil was, so my rectangle is here now. See, it's not moving. If I take up like this and I am holding, see, pencil was here, it became, so see this much gap is there, right? If it goes more up, see, it became half. Understood? So that's why this is looking small. Since it is the top here, right? First it was like this, complete was visible. You can take example this square. It, see, everything. If it goes up, see, it's reducing, right? Same like this happens. Now what you are saying? This came up like this, right? This came up like this. Now what will happen in the VP 45 degrees? So it will turn like this. Understanding? First it was like this. It came up like this. Then now it will turn like this. If I show from the side, it will become like this. Then it will bend like this. So let us see that now. Now it's very interesting. Here what you have to do, here we cannot start directly from here. So here first what you have to do now. So since this is a resting edge, right? So this thing turns like this 45 degree, okay? Suppose this is like this. If I keep this box like this, okay? So this thing turns 45 degree like this. Understanding? So now I won't take measurement up, I will take down. And now see here, one trick let me say, I won't keep my protractor like this and measure of 45 degree. This corner and this corner of the box, the corner to corner of the box is always 45 degree. So now what I will do, I will consider this point, okay? See here, this, straight a line. So that's my 45 degree, okay? I don't have to measure, take a compass and waste my time measuring that. So I will keep like this, straight line. Then again you have to take your compass, measure from this point to this point, exactly. Then randomly you can select a point from here. So I will select this point because it's straight. So I will select a point here and I will just put a cut, okay? I selected this point and then I gave a cut, okay? So this was my point. Now this line, see this, let me just erase this. I will take the point even down because this will touch over there. So let me consider it here, because the length is still the same, okay? Understood? I took this point, measure this with the compass, selected. I selected random. Why I like cancel this point is because when I have to take this thing, na, so it will come up of the line. So I have to take down such that this box won't come up of the line. Now, anyways, now you got the base. So let me just make it dark from this point to this. Okay, so I don't need this extra line now. Now what you have to do? Now you need your what is this protractor. Keep it exactly like this on the line on both the points. Measure 90 degree. Keep here now both the points, measure 90 degree, and then take a scale. Just put a line. No need to put too far. This much is enough. Slight line. Okay. Then again you need your compass. Measure A to B now. Okay, so just let me write, this is my A, sorry, this is my D and this is my A point. So now A to B I will measure exactly. Okay, I will keep on A, I will cut like this. I will keep on D and I will cut like this. Okay, so then what I will do, I will just from this point to this point I will add it. Then I will just make it dark. So now you can see I got my all the points A, this is my B, this will be my C, this is D. Okay, so I got this box. I just made a small little cross, but you just check over that while you do your sums. Now what you have to do, you have to take one extension from exactly this line like this. Okay, so make sure this line is not exactly in the center, it has some distance, so just be careful and then put a line. Okay, so now why I took this line is because I want to extend these lines only till this line, it cannot go up. So to get the front view now, this is the top view. Okay, like I said, first my lamina was like this, then it went 30 degree to HP like this, now it is 45 degree to my VP. So as you can see, the same shape you can see here, but I want to see the front view of that, how it is. So let me do now. So we have here A and D and you have your A and D here. So you will extend your A and D points only till the VP. Why? Because they are the resting edges, right, resting side. So my D I will extend only till here and my A I will extend only till here, whereas C I will extend to this top line and my B I will extend till this top. Okay, extra lines I will just erase. Okay, so now see here, this is my D. Okay, my D is D dash, sorry. Now my B is here, so this will be my B dash. C, so this is my C dash, so this will be my A dash. Now what I have to do, I have to, so I got 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, this is 1 point. So D to C it connects at D to C, one line we have. So C is here, D is here, one line. So A is here, B is here, one line. Now I have to make this base line also a bit thick. Why? Because it's visible, right? And this top also I have to make it thick. Okay, done. So see here, now we got the front view of this lamina. Understood? So see, now it was like this. Okay, I will explain only about the front view or side view. It was like this, it became like this, then it turned like this. Okay, the same view I think you might also be seeing here. In this case what it was like this and became like this. So if I just make it like this, na, I think you can see it properly. Anyhow, it's not, if it was in table I could have showed it perfectly. So like this and like this, that was good for me, but anyways ignore. But I hope you understood the concept of this plane. So in coming lectures I'll also like put all the video, I'll put videos on all the shapes. So this is only on square. So in coming videos I'll take my own example, I'll take the dimension small. And yeah, one thing I forgot to mention here is you have to place the dimensions. Okay, so you just have to place here once. Okay, that's it, that's enough. So I'll put here line, I'll join it like this, and then I'll join this like this. I have to give one arrow. The rule for the arrow is the side should be 3 times, I mean this line should be 3 times of this line, and you have to write 40 like this. Done. So this completes your sum. Nothing else is required, and yeah, this angle you have to mention 45 degree, this is 30 degree, your VP HV is mentioned, XY is mentioned, proper notations are mentioned, angles are mentioned, that's it. Somewhere you have to write a note like all the dimensions are in square, like that, something, whatever. So that's all you have to know for your what is this, planes.